You walk out be made baby to media, so Benny Fortunas, medical, your much other name Oracle Adam say spokesperson, the more former president Jerry Rawlings, and our file so per contested boom parliamentary seat. I remember see doing Katia and then a time and I heard the one crata on there. Go via Marquaba. What's what in the outer way? It's a back on myself. And I
saw the debate out.
Go Vijuma.
Yes.
Aquaba.
Yeah. Now they say, if you are
let's say, only parliament, would you only me engagement to be or you so revere?
No, they will.
What I am so free parliament, I won't say because.
Sure. They say we will have our medicine.
Remember.
Oh, so to see who say we look fit. Diabetes also coming my bed 1 week.
Oh, I fit diabetes.
It's a herbalist.
Me a herbalist.
Makaba.
Go be.
Oh no, yeah, Makaba.
But quickly, we go almost now. Young Claire same way say MPP members of parliament minority so one pass vetting appointment committee omo ebesha ase nyame Adom Thursday no omo boycott anaso omo betinam deputy minority leader ora Dominic Nitiu member of parliament in Mabembela opani em wachi mo akwaba
magisi na michamu nyina
hey Isha wacho unya posi na say why scarce papa
oh sir
na say me hu na say me nti on kan so yeah about three questions say because unya position me no on kan say
oh David na mo yema kakra mo
Mate congratulations mum
thank you very much
yeah that's it Kofi Juma eso watch out papa
hey Kofi hey kaja Kofi say ya miss no yeah, female, even though we are not women.
That you fly.
When you
anyway, Dominic, yeah, more about ubetimi actually because you say enra muye meeting. Vet in a member sunyamia Adom Thursday ministerial appointments are present ayeno. Minority, mubetina manamon to them.
Oh, sir, question, sir. Me catch you, sir, especially on the power with mama. Definite answer, now me boy. Okay, sir. Almost like 2 weeks ago, we did a national council meeting. Who to me say leadership of parliament and membership of the steering committee, sir, about issues like this, vetting of ministers. President also, Baba Man, State of Nation address, budget, and now critical issues are affecting your mama directly. No, young question. Now you far adjourn on issues case by case. If you say bet marco and I say a consultative process. They say there was a process of consulting. We are meeting today, the caucus itself, that is the MPP members of parliament. You will share best at 1 o'clock. Now, the sun share party for 3 o'clock, and then we'll come out with a statement at the close of the day. Until a need definite answer, there was a consultative process as to whether we are going or we are not going.
But no cross and ram meeting a moye no ebufo bemuma ebinum sorry for yase.
Oh, yeah, correct. Because in the meeting, and also we're less than 15 people. We're about 12 people in here. We all stayed for it was a 2-hour meeting. Yeah. We did a lot of consultation. Your friend, your friend, penny for now. Your friend, party supporter. Your friend, different shades of people now. Your form concerning this particular matter. It's not a true story.
Dominic, near my phone on a crane, teach I say about and the senior MPP mu take decision. I had 2 foot as a more dragging fit kakra because you say MPP minority and as MPP members of parliament. One are very proactive and one are decisive. One take decision and Chesania and they at the NSC now this particular decision they are different.
We sound in some catch out that and members of parliament who are taking the decision. It's a consultative process between members of parliament, leadership of the party, including members of NEC, NEC steering committee, and the MPs who are taking. I wouldn't say a profound decision. It's a decision that are far. It will go to affect different things that we do both in parliament and outside parliament. We will take our time to take that decision that will be in the interest of our people. And yes, Russia could take a decision. Maybe so, maybe so. Now we need reason now. You have nothing to say. We are taking the decision based on our own principles. So our consultative person, and many leader, honorable chairman, I call differ about 4 or 5 different people now. Concerning this, we will consult everybody within the party. We are fine. It doesn't matter your view, but you have a corner you consult to. So that at the close of the day, you take a decision, and that decision should be the decision of the party. And yes, some party it encompasses including Kofi Awotio or studio. Yes, a decision they take care now will be war as temporary now can assemble will be so war media Joy FM now can assemble differently per se. We understand what we're doing, so you take it as a decision, a party decision, and we'll abide by that decision.
Finally, one of my founding members, Dr. Charles Rakubrobe, at the letter be able to abontia or say, choir MPP MPs, more fast or more near man teach you, and in the party itself, Nanin ho. Now, no do nya crown, anka 4,700 polling stations are MPP air contests those particular areas by way of the petition and another back to court. No, anka entirely the party and MPs also they should boycott parliament entirely. Sadly, leadership of the minority, Mate,
it's very laughable. So, no, Dr. Okubo, he's not in sync with the party. The party taking decision. No, he's by the time Obero realized or in sync with the party has made a big mistake. So, I say in 2000 or for me, UGM. At the time that the country was ready for change to bring in President members of this great party and President Kufuor will not be president of this republic. So we don't want to go about it. He's very consistent in what he's saying. He dictates where court with all the evidence that is there. One who evidence, he hasn't even come to maybe a year to find out what is the evidence. But he has written and he's always already so case you are lucid that I am prepared for 2016. So you're very consistent in what he's doing. So what kind of letter or he's virtually ridiculing everybody, the party, we should boycott the decision for say we shouldn't collect our salary, a whole lot of things. He doesn't come across to be as somebody who really wants to understand the issues. He has made up his mind. We have nothing against him. We don't have any problem with him at all. It is his right, but we will prove him wrong. Party in Lancaster will prove him wrong. On train.
Yo, Honorable Minority Leader, Deputy, Anope, Badwam Multi-TV, that's a papa.
Madam, Mishamu, Kaja Kofi, on ye, a Jumani, but a chairman.
Yati Dominic Nitiu, Member of Parliament. Adema Bimbela. But quickly, Dr. Charles Rakubrobe, aka Tarzan, El Ahumanaso. Dr. Charles Rakubrobe, Anope, I'm watching the Badwam.
That's me, who they say.
Yamiadu me who you now say, Michelle, why as we don't mukakra.
Mean call baby, oh, hear me and Gabi Humi.
I'm Paul.
It's quiet.
Quiet. Oh, quiet with him.
Eh?
Quiet no Mudia.
Oh, actually, what's a quiet namity.
Sir. Kofi Juma so much.
Juma, mini, I don't know. A piano name couldn't talk of whom. So can say, the piano mini and me couldn't talk of whom. Menina, I shall see if you didn't see any so that. Menina could do this. Juma, Minia, Menina, call Yassi. What do you matter, Yassi?
On say na crowd on over compa and
oh there's a video wow new go video oh ya say free a funu baako dey na ya kan adwene dindindin So, and I brought magnets of the same they repel. In the air near come, near Bia can I be?
You.
And nobody more to make a such me.
Talan, I don't pay. I'm watching you, madam. I suppose I don't pay. Now, Krata, walk out to I know you.
Oh, I know Yadin. I know Yadin. Minia, the entire I know Yadino. The Minia Kofi. Or something no conto, and then Namania offer Kofi be a womb. Well, and maybe near Conto. Kofi be a woman be a buying our Ghana Chrese. They had 2 me say and sa. And one idea be Yama Ghana for no yardikitwa. Nanso, see, ye need unsank to me. Not you at the partial Trimuina to me yet. Mintina yang, Yakase, see a ton to me. Cotton wuni. Na tono na o tono wi ade o tono baka je say wa bebu nkoto dwe se mini amsrew we de na uni ada agenti na mbe fa no tumi ni bibiara yakọ ko ye si ko no anko yie ye de ko court na ya hwehwem if is a referee no obedi fight no odi awam court nti court no ye den woni asem no na won kire se anokwa eni edi nkunim eno na ho ne nyina aka se yo se ye di asem no de se na yasin so koso ye ntimi ntwen and ebinum so nkofa witnesses apimnum ye be wie no am se it is Rebecca do teni amu nanso ye hwe ye daachi 2016 ye be to aba ta aba no o se etimi to ne ye saka tumi Ghana for to aba mayo de bia nkrofo di matem se asoma mekan no kren first ni se to aba my ne ntumi ankutam na brofo na ye kanu stolen verdict board verdict biometrically stolen no and for to me my nkyere ye betimi aye enti ye di asem na koto court no de ema ne na ho ne ye nko yanim enne ye nua mahama aban bi a odi sisi ho no ya le binum se men keka ho asem ye se ni enye ya wo se nka wo se timi ka ho asem pa nanso ye bibia tunchen ene ye na ye sei na by election asemi ye wetumi aka say by election ye nko ye ko we see time na aka say wo nko free say referee no a onu di match no woni no won tokwa ene be ka say ye say referee be onu an di match ye di nkunima na yakotena parliament yi onu an di match na be yafa 4,800 say no there emunu ye mpe it say ene we need to be logic yen twaso bibia referee nsa kan e bia na ye hu free mu as because say be di asem no nanso nyankopon de ontimi ntwen I will say ye hwe anim na prepare for 2016 say ye pese kire Ghana for pass ye ohun adwini yeah they also ye nin say e be ye ni agitumi ye be ye de no ma ya nyensi atumi hwe ye no ye be correct ni nyina ni agitumi na me migiri say wonim say batime hu for de me ni kofi ye matime hu ye krom ye say wo de kramasi okra ye be to ama no nanso ye nya majority ye nya 50+1 no bibi ye bia no wo mo ade wo mo bodu abekan ho no mo hwe ye ne say the most democratic party in Africa deben constitution actually to ho say ansa ne be di asem na ye bibia nkoso pepepe na de ye necessary asemi ekọ na ye di gunima na se yenso o ma eno mo eti wonu so start so mo yese a na je democracy na obi aka ho asem fefe se Ghana democracy ye na ye se no na de ntoko hunu ne ba ye krum no ye ntena se ye ntie ene se minim se court we bu ama MPP that means say be bu asemi yina ama yen nanso yen separate the court matter from democracy now see a practice but the preparation also here
and somehow our second paragraph will say why not extend this illogical and nonsensical act just say
and American is here no say okay say unko because referee no e dia awam dia e dey say referee no bibi o ye bia awam wom nti enyi ehun free mo that's what I mean
hey na asem a emri bi ko ka bia
me santini na me engineer and because St. Peter's Primary, many coffee, and I go bomb every minute, me table for you. Metro.
Charlie Rose there. Brofre the watcher, now Brofre no day. Illogical and nonsensical. Hey.
Yes.
Hey. Illogical and nonsensical. And there's no sense.
Yes. I don't hear logical. There's no.
Or the logic of an engineer.
Illogical, no say. So we see Papa no. Where the awam in Tium pair. And the BBA and you who free because Ukas obey be no JBD and illogical. Any illogical.
Nonsensical.
Nonsensical, no. It doesn't make sense.
But Doc, Asamba Kwa, meaning say what tree MPP for Chita for you be better one no. Eddie Aqua could chief from Papa. Why a crowd? Since the first one tried one for who free.
My day.
Why a crowd says someone am for be can't find honor. Why a crowd so only on BCN because we not your memoir for free.
Na ora. Na break up for a coffee no. But I know president, dear friend Harry Truman. Or see if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Busano, if you can't stand the heat, now there's no ever catch you. Me ya Ghana 50 years and yanka. Yes, we discanning in a coffee at Yano. Ubesa usum woman, Ubesa you who see or was all the one for there. Rebecca won't send baby. The Yanni said, instead of canning in a no, we're making sure say and tro. That no material you can say about cotton wires if you see a mammy contract. And this is for mommy contract. And dear Ben, you ever count who say P. Some say, mini coffee. Ya couldn't talk so and ne would do a bushia and talk about a bushia. So I say, that's politics, Nitty. Then go for a cat, dear. You better.
What state to our last but one paragraph? We say our party deserves better. JB Dankwa deserves better. Dr. Buzia deserves better. President Eduardo Kufuor deserves better. Obete Bilamte deserves better. President Kufuor deserves better. Victor Owusu deserves better. Where is Nana Kufuor?
Who say?
Nana Kufuor.
Oh,
Nana doesn't deserve better.
May count the founders of the party. May count those we originate our party from. So we honor past heroes, not present leaders.
Niawo ye Emma party ni munche mienu. And you would come in cabin. Yes, and answer would you opponent at the mo. There must be vigorous internal debate. So I say, your party has started democracy, 20-something years abba. There must be a debate. There must be a debate as to how we move the party forward. No leader is sacrosanct. We must continue to grow this party so we can get power. Now, in some part, but the debate must continue. What are they? Court unku. Now, court, some new idea. Let's move forward to a friend say, your party, you prepare. Then some of you are now kind of an independent Yantiasia. Yes, your party is divided. We are not a communist party. We are not a communist state. Even in Russia, people are on the streets demonstrating against the status quo. Democracy is not just against your political opponents. So there must be vigorous internal discussion about the direction of the party. Why no more Yanti fanatics? Why no more? Yanti fanatics? No, why more?
I never can hear you. Kumasi, Badwam Kuresi, and sometimes we forget that, unfortunately, and the majority, and that we need to go out there and court independent voters, like court to about person or no. You need to go and court them, and their understanding and fanaticism may not be the same as ours. So as they make up ruffle, like Santinia, is not called school ruffle there, or can be a year, and you see, even a photo phones at the Becano.
Hey, Dr. Charles Rakubrobe. Yeah, some more focus on your controversial. I know when you go home.
How are you here?
Chiremasi.
Aha, and ya kokoka.
Who called St. Peter's? Chiremasi.
Yeah, because St. Peter's Primary. One side now a Rex now, the other side now Royal Peter Room. You could feel about 12:45 now, 12:50 last show. In this car.
Your friend will cancel.
Oh, cancel it. Aye. Many controversial. Minya, the important thing is that we must encourage debate. What's here? We must encourage debate and we must encourage democracy and we must encourage leadership. Leadership is about leading. People who lead, are termed controversial because it takes time for people to sometimes understand where they are coming from. Now, they be singing with one voice, but when you're a new pop star, oh boy.
Nanado, what the more call or say Muana?
The more be idea, Minia. The more be idea. Be at me can answer. All I'm saying is that party the party every year I'm a Ghana year or say party to me. The party me be year I'm a Ghana year or say year to me. Now no money P or what? I was a year now. Your continental radio so can you feel say abaso? Yes, I need it. In here pass your work from your work from near Bue and he said yeah. Also, and he said, I just have a blue and he said, didn't blue. Sir, wouldn't say any, you want crophobia from Tescom, wouldn't say?
I'm with you,
Thousands and thousands of well educated university students are giving to a mama called Jinawaya polling agents. Am I? Any of your ma, Sebi, committed but not able to look after our affairs for us. That is comfort. At the end of the election, what did you do with them? Nothing. People who are articulate, are educated, understand processes. Yeah, come with me, Kojinaho. I shall be any kind of my. Now, Corona January, I think I have a great rubber. Debbie, we must examine why we lost and prepare to make sure it doesn't happen again. Or why the verdict was stolen.
Let's say only a bin me adwin say Alan posters abeto abonten ni papa mua.
They don't talk rubbish. Remember Alan Dean.
Asam na ni bisa Dr. Robbie.
There be many one here adwin say Alan posters. You see, leadership is about leading. So many Alan or anybody else who wants to be a party of this future and sees us driving into the ditch, they must speak now or forever hold their peace. I'm not interested in posters. I'm interested in debating the future direction of the MPP and making it a party of governance. Without governance, we'll be useless, we'll be lost. That's what I'm talking about.
Dr. Robbie, remember Achimota Forest?
Achimota Forest.
Martin.
Martin.
Aye, Michelle. Yeah, that's a papa.
Maybe I have a fro.
I think it's an interview called they will free the party for their own team because I put to pay
no, I can't just one party but for a program way.
No.
Sir John or Moti TV, I want the living room and the baby I want to home.
Okay.
Jake it to home. That be my casa of Yadas. What did you say? What did you your baby? Thank you. But I say, Kofijuma, but your crat and Wakai. Also, now we are a logical and nonsensical. Yes, some year him.
May try to be as objective as possible. First of all, because
now your objective with your
no relationship, personal relationship. On one kind or engineer. The engineer in him shows in the way I articulate the thoughts. Any writing but what he shouldn't forget in say, just like lawyers, rules just like doctors, rules engineers, rules lawyer rules or the edgeman. Why when you're lawyer? It may not be logical to you. Doctor 4 year juma, why when you're doctor no? It may be illogical to you. It is a free engineering arena. Now back political arena. What to me and foul logical. What they were engineering no more. and for my politics.
And then your engineering logic.
Your engineering logic.
And your legal
That's right.
logic.
Yes. T. Anything in school, ne be a mass, ne be a literature. They are two different subjects. They are all can. In some parts, and I agree with him. Oh, no. There's a need for the party to take a good look at itself. And no, dear, absolutely. But I say, and never be one can be prevent it. Oh, say, after the could be your mama, Adams with me. And he bet you prevent it.
What did they prevent it?
Oh, see, you bet me at you. My Baba can say, Yame Adom. Yet go kick party for one. In some way, no. Ghana for one dear, Ninyans for be no equal MPP as compared to NDC. And it is a more
self-promotional gimmick.
Oh, my make
Kofi.
Kofi the Tobase. Aya no correct.
Self-promotional
gimmick. Ghana Nyansa for no more dear majority no.
Sana mukadebia entina mu elections. Sana mukadebia because more respect.
Chrono yenye good. And this boy expert. Such as say,
but more expert.
And this is for Kofi Adams no cool.
Say you presidential elections. Common elections you couldn't protect. Ghana no protect. If it is true, common elections.
Kofi Tobase ubenya time. Te say dey utu fie. So ati ase, utu fie. Na wi ni be wiawa no jese onum nyansa. Wi ni be wiawa, no jese wi ni no nim nyansa che. And that is a logical. Any nonsensical point am say me ne kodjoro ko ati ase no. Enu ti no, MPP for no see e fa enwiamu de. They are not good. No, they don't know how to steal.
They have never accepted any elections.
Except even the winning your crown, we are Nanya. Such as say, and you know, yes, when I miss to make a there's a need to see a bit to me who say, a crime ben ever fast. You bet me a limited NDC for you. This is what Rekubobe is talking about. And I totally agree with him. The other issue, is say, you said you see can't some fear. And they say he can't say ewa bonting. A honor Rekubobe, he is lacking in that area. When you nyansa wa ben pa, nesu so no asemo ye kan ofie, e different from asemo ye kan wa bonting. He doesn't know how to do that. The letter no tro ye no. The letter no tro, one or two. Did he write this letter to Kaba? Did he write this letter to Kaba or to the leadership of MPP?
Yentijai fanatics.
On chile say no minya clear. So I say, what did she? Zero. What you are letter no? Emma Cabana, so what you my MPP for?
Yentijai fanatics.
Me in a bush yasem. Me call Emma Mijina Adom TV. Ain't you know when him ain't come in a bush yasem. Me check at the appropriate forum. And no, a illogical and nonsensical. Say as somewhere I say, or the quacko if ye if we any mono. O de be yi ho na de akwakoto NDC fo anim
e bia no aka no fie omumwa
e wo he ato time we share wo e no so kan emia eje no a poeta ono an sentence no use here no e refer to ono in this particular instance. So I say that is the other point. The other issue is say he is so illiterate when it comes to this issue about court is a sermon. Onimwe. I said, or spend the time no educating on the issues. Because MPP4, they made a very conscious decision. Say, and some of you can, you better train near court, near Kwakoka. It's even among the top leadership of MPP. Because
family member.
Oh, me pacho. We can talk about even among the top leadership. No munina and no access to the evidence. Because say they see him Kofi Adams no. O munya se see me no ka say. Oko Wesley go. I wasn't supposed to say it. Omo printed red sheet no bi. Omo printed.
Hwan no.
Rasmu Barak no group no. Ka chere se be na me ka on
hwan no.
NDC for.
Omo pretty red sheet.
Red sheets in
Electoral Commission for red sheets.
Yes, because maybe duplication, the same serial number. No. They are attempting to correct it. As I'm talking to you.
No, Electoral Commission.
That's a name of Bono. Electoral Commission, the 12th player. Oh no, we need chance no more planning. Don't know your name.
Kofi, we have serious allegations.
Me kind of make a friend Maso Kofi Juma, former MP for Squad. Me tiatos, Maso Kofi Juma venu. Me go me patrol to Kofi. Me can me patrol to you. Ghana have no court in the council.
Na and the higher court.
Me come as now officers me can me chant one. My body, Mr. Rasim Mubarak, my money.
Oh no, pretty arrest.
He is part of the way. Who podcast us me body more.
Dominic me patrol for Rasim Mubarak, mama. Na asoma okay, you know.
Also damn in public. It's not mechanical.
What's friend gone?
Mon friend.
If you them house number saying.
Oh, Judge, what the man friend no deny. Friend no deny.
Now we Electoral Commission.
Me say Bono Bono 11 players. Electoral Commission were 12 players for NDC. That's what I'm saying.
Kaba.
And I'm still making a categorical statement.
Kaba.
But yeah, my main question, I mean, come on.
No, Kaba.
Kofi Mani, you all see the point. I'm also. As someone who can, serious Kofi.
Yes, I know. Now they change because I'm court to honor. I'm Bakasa under oath. My Baba can say. Another form of citizen vigilante. Me too. Court walk around go home. Now my man for some more follow. Now my mom script. Now me change the over Kwako Jinak Supreme Court. Under oath over Chantro. No, we're turning to a real. Now call record so. Now me the evidence number. Me find my MPP for. This is the main Master Kofi Juma. Mr. To help build Ghana's democracy. Now, any amount more, yeah, and they're going to change it.
Ubedi and this for you, baby, or moko.
May say, may change your Nobel Supreme Court to her, no, a quack chantro. Because of Koha under oath. No court, no paper will say, what sort of printed it here, what church of for the quack to her. Now, my bad men, Mr. in the court, members as a citizen of this country, and your MPP. Now, me the Nako court. Now, Mr. Guys, go to Supreme Court. Oh, chantro. This is what I'm talking about. It's me exercise I may, I'm me patrol, me what I'm going, how I'm going through it. And I'm a categorical. Or yeah, rough, I'm good animals.
Ras Mubarak, former NDC parliamentary candidate Ablekuma North. Ras, me watching. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Yamia, Yahoye, Papa. Ras Mubarak, Kofi Juma, a former MPP parliamentarian at the Mass.
A former MP for him,
Asokwa.
Okay.
Or say, wo Ras Mubarak, any NDC for be a pretty red sheet, Electoral Commission for red sheet, will fear be more, was Legon. Now, or challenge you, sir, Sajumano na oyo.
Papa Medashi. Na. Medium empire ne say o my Ghana nyankopon ebaba ye nyina abotre na wakan yakoma because nipa like that one who just made this allegation should never have even been in parliament in the first place.
We are stupid.
Oh,
he should never have even been in it because
COVID.
It's we are
stupid. You are a fool.
COVID.
I work as I smoke. Nipa bi I say you think I was sit up for stupid boy like you
come here,
please.
Come here,
when I find my miso.
What's the way evidence? Like that. Never have
like you.
Been in parliament in the first place.
Ras.
Let me make my point.
Let me make your point.
Let me make my point.
Nyabotre, memoir can say. Ras, me frel, we are the guest in Nyabotre.
Obia, ya so ebewie. Mo say about for no month year, mo dia court. So say is that what they are seeking refuge in? MPP, for you don't understand them. And then, the goalpost, echo her, extra the baha. Omo no beka kire say biometric dey obi enu ha obetumi wiem. Ye nyina ye gitu mu say yate Monfa biometric mra. Afezo omo say verification. You say okay, verification say I don't know mo pa. Monfa mra ye be dia tum. Omo say about abano omo ntia say omo dey court. Asemi your court. I don't think that gentleman even knows me in the first place.
Ras, also more printed red sheet West Legon.
Katyan said, "Many and one that year. Now, say a parliament now will lose primary crowd when we need primary now. A Hawaiian, I know, Ajina, on what to make of his life. No, we are busy. I am so busy helping my party to fulfill our pre-election promises. The government is so busy running this country. President Mahama is so busy advancing the Better Ghana agenda. And we have no time for cretins like him. Seriously, we don't have that time. The people of Ghana expect the NDC to succeed. We would not succeed by spending all of our time on radio,
Ras,
discussing unnecessary things.
Ras, who ye bibi will fear me more West Legon, Anna?
Me bibi will fear more for West Legon.
Aye.
I mean, isn't this ridiculous? Isn't this ridiculous? I live in Kwashiman. So what is this with me and West Legon? It's so ridiculous.
Monya printing Bia or West Legon.
Is that also our evidence? Obiya Bonia, Henfani Adenoko. Police station. Evidence of Muka said Omodi Bano Emily. And they said we have to destroy and tarnish people's reputations. I don't think that Papana or Kasano, and Urana or Kasano, or some Yame. Because Osum Yame no Suro Yamea, Ombe Jinabe Jem and Chantro Engu Ubiso. And I pray for his soul. I wish that on the party for a more Lucy election, I more Argentina, Yankupo, Ebema, or Mabotre, Ama, or Makuma, Ajijo. Because these people would break this country. I mean, they are unbelievable. I can't believe this. So maybe we're West Legon, I may print electoral commission blue sheet. Adam, me a printer now. Do I own a printing press? No. Do we have the time? And let me put this straight to the MPP. So Omumpo, President Mahama is the president of the People's Republic of Ghana. They better start living with that reality. So Omumpo, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama would finish his 4 years and run again in 2016. And to say if they would spend their time making allegations like this, it's absolutely entirely up to them. But we are focused on advancing the Better Ghana agenda. Many can say the president is in Turkey seeking business people to come into the country, to invest in the country. He's focused on creating jobs. Many can say unemployment globally. We are focusing on making sure we help the young men and women of our country to secure jobs, making sure that we provide social interventions.
Right.
Many can say the mayor of Accra.
Ras, but quickly.
Hello.
Ras, but some of us are aware. It would deny flatly this allegation. No, I
mean it's the most insulting to Ghanaians, to put it mildly. So I'll say when he goes to court, he should testify. He should testify.
What did they call
he should testify in court, say, it's in Ras Mubarak, it's in West Legon, air printed ballot papers, air printed pink sheets or whatever it is they call it. I mean, it's completely rubbish, to put it mildly. And it's an insult to the intelligence of Ghanaians. Omo who say, a court now, Omo ni engine aswobia, internet no makofa way. No, be at war court. Why would you discuss on radio your evidence? Because that would have been his evidence. And that's the name of the game. So, our evidence, West Legon, air printed pink sheets are. He should take it to court.
Mate.
Now, your court as well. Remember how?
You.
They are unbelievable. They are sour losers, and he should get a life.
Kofi, what there?
I'll lobby for him to find something to do with
He's been dodging the issue.
With his life.
He's been dodging the issue. Me are aware. Me want evidence. Say or no. The other person, I don't want to mention the other person's name. So I just say, even as of Sunday evening. No more West Legon.
Eras Mubarak.
Yes. He could never say yes or no. What did Namako Kakra me ya ball as a mo? So I say, and I may say, Meka, never dare no. Say my baba be Jinaka. And Untino, a true enemy. No, I can't say, my sanity, no phone from a court. Me no go court. Me they not until say oba present those sheets no to the court. Court na me na me ko. Eye Kufuado, Baumia, and Jake, and Echo. And Oko, almost quack swear under oath. As my mechanic say, Sir, almost forging papers in one spend the time. Yeah, including same serial number. All try say about printing red sheet in be so that they can change or near the co-presenting crew. That is where I'm coming. This is what I'm saying. Educated so can say. Me call Wesley Gombia and cooperative bia. They have no maybe to say.
I say okay.
He want me can yes or no. Or nam ho no can e absolutely rubbish. E say na mo go 5 for me court.
About waste time.
80 no. Me say kaba. Obi na no can yes or no me gu na nim ase.
Kofi Adams, me enti o.
Kaba. Odi kan ma me chia on our here multi TV say both online and direct. Afutua Dr. Charles Rekubrobe or the man MPP for free of charge. One June consultant because they are consultants. Anka Otajiko area or the man free. Free. Muye no summary. Also stop self-promotional gimmicks and prepare for 2016.
And the last paragraph,
on yeah, Odibikura can also one jai sa knee-jerk self-promotional gimmicks. Mukura muyi knee-jerk. Omotiwa like the way Masol Kofi Jumaye. So omude asem bi bana asem no ye kosi asem na no mo akofa bibi. Says ya there won print red sheets for baby na ono so aye asem foforo ye self-promotional gimmicks. Self-promotional gimmicks. Self-promotional gimmicks. So Alan posters they say one hour feel there one hour that some no call court no or say party the chance omo no mo sha say they won promote another candidate who they feel to represent the other side. Munko primary I say more opposition within 2 years. Esi yentija the democracy ni say amu ye bio. How man come asem. Dr. Rekubrobe also the Yentijai fanatics should not lead the party into the abyss. And they have to court Ghanaians. Meaning, Omubeka say review, rebuild, and recapture. More review, more rebuild, more recapture. This is the situation you find yourself. Wake up and work very hard so that next time nyame be hira wana nyame be ye hona adoma tie ni omoye hwe ni omoye mo de asema court electoral commission and won supervise elections, won conduct elections, won declare results enye NDC and enye President Mahama no see a candidate of the NDC. Just like MP before one candidate. Electoral commission ye be someone there. Nsema won kan won fa evidence na fambra. Se mosi overvoting wo baby a mon produce baby overvoting no cause. Se mosi same serial number voting without biometric mon fa more credible information in fambra because me more kan it doesn't make electoral sense or logic. Dr. Rekubrobe be kind. Say Obeka Ekaba, higher na yewo. I think on the 8th of December. Who discussions no more release statement be that electoral commission said that the votes be ma President Mahama wo Lejokuku. Enye votes nensa kan ye. Omuma no 60-something,000. Omuye bi wo Doman West, omuye bi wo Akwitia, omuye bi wo Savlugu, omuye bi wo Yendi. Na yeko check electoral commission data no nsema omu kan ne nyina no ebia anye no kure ne na ye ntro sa inflated padded figures na omu kan ne nyina na enye no kure mia omu agi to me de eye no kure eye correct figures no eno aso na ewo ho against President Mahama Nidin. Then they shifted away from there. Say eye voting without biometric. Say same serial numbers. the meeting one network be so that there were polling stations. A polling station has a serial number. But polling station do what go for register were over 1,000. And because of that, like the same polling station, but then they created 2 voting points. So you don't create a separate serial number for the second point, no. Same police station, but number they created they created another voting point. I've heard that. But omoye ready to hear that. And some legally
you can't even.
But they did it. During the elections,
we just said if they did it, it's illegal.
Okay, Kofi Adams in
Maxwell Kofi Juma. Nsem bebre awaka no me waste me time no koka bed because Ghana for 18. There omunkuti no mo wanyansa.
No kre. You want more than more.
Ye nibi. Ghana for 18.
No kre pa.
Say nyansa mo wanyina election kra mo ntuma mbo ho ban.
We experts.
Ye Ghana for be hu nyansa mo. Say nyansa mo wanyina nipa mukofa no abra mu power there Ghana ye be di 50 years onye chief executive officer no ene eso no so nyansa no onibi nipa mu fa no the whole Ghana ye be di 50th anniversary no nipa mu fa no there onye CEO mfama ye di 50th anniversary nipa mu fa no there VRA onko ye penyi wo ho no ono kra no wo ka no there oni nyansa enti nyansa for ben no mu wa MPP ese mu na mu nyansafo no mu MPP nipa na nipa mu fa no for Ghana at 50 CEO mu san fa no VRA CEO no ese oni nyansa enti nyansafo no wo
engineer for nyansa saro kai also engineer for logic and na odi on kada enti se nipa mu fa no for this project no kra oni nyansa ene nyansafo no wo he kaba omo sorry a eni bi na Dr. Rekubo Breka no Akufo-Addo Jacob Chebilamte ena Baumia no mu call court enye MPP for no mu call court odru there we koye boycott a onu di na omu di MPP di no mu boycott mu ko parliament mu ye boycott a mu se MPP edu court there enye MPP no mu call court Baumia Akufo-Addo ena Jake no mu call court na president ni nominees no mo recognize your president ni ye na so emrana ka pefe. These are people who claim to be proponents of what rule of law constitutional okite ubia that if an election is being challenged kura nipa electoral commission a declare no onu the president. Even if you are challenging the elections, nipa electoral commission declare no crown on the president. Maxwell Lauti hey, or your former MP, or prepare the Obaka ex gratia, approved by President Mahama. Odru Sikadea, Obekwa Koji. Yes. Approved by the same president and also won't recognize the or your president. But said the why argument as original the one MPs though mama come say who can send to mama come say constitution me fa ye adwuma tie one MP say Omu rush for accommodation allowance, sitting allowance. Approved by President Mahama, the same president I was more recognizing. And Tini nominees crown moon concord to vet. Is the one approving and you are collecting. Oh, and then a party for Pamo. Yeah, Pamo. What's the man of the party for Pamo?
Mo communication director. Kaba Adams. Work of Parliament no Mwakoje. That is what Rekubrobe is talking about. That is nonsensical and illogic. You choose more
MPs for your purposes.
More MPs or constituencies are more even more challenging results. No, as to make it logical. No, and your mama MPs no soon free Parliament.
We decide, we choose and decide how we are going to protest.
So, I didn't call what for the like the only elections are on my job to move minimum 2000 and 2004. So from history, from history, from history, even from the days of Nkrumah.
Because from 1992,
from the days of 1992, from the days of
every day for Tifman, 1 day for Master.
From the days of Nkrumah, the only time Muji election 2 minutes when you win. Even 2008. More power, more lose elections. Almost NDC win. 2008. More power, more lose elections. No, on NDC.
And one say Kofonya, I na fi balance and balance.
Abra, Obia, Bibin, I didn't so clear there. Or move ma, but because the change was blowing so massively, no, it wasn't possible for them to get the figures.
To say this is to
the point that they were even talking about spreading dead bodies in some regions to create mayhem. To create mayhem. Mayhem now, Monteman create in 2009, 2008, 2009. No?
What do you tell me? I withdraw, but I have to give it to him.
Withdraw. And yet,
Ghana for you. Me the Major Mama, for and I won't withdraw. Major Mama.
Me see me withdraw, but the first hand this in I find it so difficult to withdraw.
Yeah, that is your so bang.
Me because when we are
Kaba, how James San or Muti until James. Men can do on withdraw because he will not withdraw. He will not until my young cousin. Elections.
Oh my goodness.
Yako elections. Kaba, Kodeyo for coalition.
Omo ya number 13 player. Kodeyo. Omo ya number 13 player.
Ona watch Adom TV. And the Kodeyo for your NDC.
Number 13.
Electoral Commission for your NDC. Media for Musuma Munko for Mukati this and Musumu NDC. And your call results, not results, no more general
free electoral commission.
Okay. And all these groups now acquire NDC and one or support MPP says here.
Ghana for.
Ureku Brobia, or also ye then. Onase or your founding member MPP and Victor Usu's nephew.
And UGM or you know free.
On support Nyamoye says here. Also a yentijai fanatics. Putin or Mupe or Muyenya Nyamuye. Now one can one over can. Oh, you found yentijai fanatics now. Him and I do be Kaba
Kofi.
That is all we draw.
Oh, Namina Mikaya. Wow, unya
fanatics or people.
Oh no,
fanatics. And I say, okay, we are against court. We are more boycott now. Boycott now, more boycott, more ufasu. And also, one of us are boycott, no sooner, or more yentijai fanatics. And the Wukan, one hour do who share her.
Only Republic Yajin because we are NDC near some people for Jai, it will benefit the NDC more.
Not at all. Not at all. Me support
music to their ears.
Me support that or more exercise the right to go to court. They should go to the court. But Ghana should move on. Look, assuming Kaba that Muko court na Mudin Kugu court as the case is going to be, because in the information now, you elections, you would have denied the constituents what to Obama, those MPs are, you don't want to committees so. A Juma or the way no or one yet. It could go your way, it could go the other way. But I know very well there. Elections in NDC. So it is going to go, it's going to continue. The status quo will remain. President Mahama will be president, Bakusi Mr. Atta will be vice president, and the system will stay as
very well.
But one constituents what to Abama, they came to parliament, agreed to serve on various committees. In the 1 year committees, they would have done a disservice to them. And next time, when they go back there, those people will reject them, because when they what to Abama, work for their selfish interests and not for the interests of the constituents.
Very well. Text messages 1760, email kabatmajoonline.com. Prince Derek J, who are the militant patriots in the MPP, and the young militants of the MPP, they put President Kufuor under house arrest. They are planning to storm the Supreme Court, even though the official MPP position is that no member of the MPP should go near the court precincts. The MPP militants, led by Kofi, 1, 2, 3, 4, Hobson Adoya Marewade, intend to besiege the court in defiance of the Police and National Peace Council's advice to all political parties. The MPP, above the law, is the MPP divided, Rekum Robe, Apiamenka, Alan Kufuor, an MPP time militant youth. And watch how remember Nana Akufo-Addo says militants on our side will take things into their own hands and do and to the point of no return. All die be die. A church name will be Prince Eric J, former National Youth Coordinator, Deputy at the National Youth Council. Former. Oh, okay. He's still President in your appointment. Yeah. With Eric Dawson or say Kaba. Are you the authority in the studio, Kofi Juma? Please tell him discerning minds are watching. Eric Dawson, one from Christian Salvo. Welcome. In fact, God is watching all of us. What Kofi Juma have done this morning is totally shows that now the account there. Come on, please. I like Kofi Juma. I'll say, like Kofi Juma should not be allowed to be on the program because in the Casa Papa, William. I'll say, Kaba, I feel sad when Kofi Juma always comes to the studio to insult people. Saturday, we're good in any more. Sorry, if you win, I know the brain. Good morning, Pokachi Kofi Juma. That he must be able to prove his allegation because we are all anxious to know. We are enjoying your panel. Nana Kamna Sakodie. And that's democracy. Eric Dawson, Kofi Adams' assertion is true. Polling stations where the registered voters were over 1,000 were split into 2. And this was endorsed even by the citizens who queued up to have their votes being taken. Now, Kofi Juma, I'm saying we're CI 75. Yes. Yeah, Electoral Commission for the buy. Now, okay, 16-4 or say new polling stations shall not be established within 42 days to an election. There are no
polling stations. Anyway. That is why they are the same serial numbers. For convenience of voting, there's a difference between a polling station. You cannot do it by law.
Or say, Kaba,
it's not a polling station.
Tell Kofi Juma
that is why the polling station didn't increase.
To respect himself. Where Penny, where no one could you be at a Macadabi and sin and in at Emma Wakase, Kuala Emuadie, Unya Sakasano, Prince Samuel de Fiaba Crampa, or see in fact MPP man or Castle Dogana chain Nana, Yena, yes, your Dogana. So Mseras Mubrak Air Bonia, or Fanico police station near Chino, Lord Sharus, and our day Ebre. Eric Dawson again, Kofi Juma's allegations are frivolous and very all police station declaration sheets, aka the pink sheets, were distributed to agents of all political parties, including the independent candidates and their agents. So, per Kofi Juma's logic, the NDC, after printing those pink sheets, will connive with all other political parties, including that of the MPP, to alter and falsify the electoral figures on those sheets. Ghanaians are serious-minded. Munya is answer moto Kekana. Isaac Afre, I said and want to repeat once again that our MP should ignore and boycott anything that has to do with Mr. President John Dramani Mahama. We are watching them. See everything. Nana Kasapahin was say, good morning, Kaba. I agree with Dr. Charles Rokobrebe on his letter. The current leaders of the MPP are destroying the party, and they need somebody like their caliber to tell them in the face. Will you vet our ministers appointed by one you don't recognize as president? Kaba, I have one question. Who pays these members of parliament?
Who approves? Whose budget? Who sends
Kaba,
the
it's a shame to see our politicians insulting one another on air. Our politicians must learn the politics of tolerance. Rasmus Bragg denied it. But Kaba, please also dig deeper into this matter so we can know the truth. Felix Jechi, or say Kaba, Kache Kofi Juma, say we want his number. It's to say your problems we ever see in Kobo. Enough is enough. Mosquito, be careful. If you bite Kofi Adams this time, he won't spare you. Lord Sharus and all the bread.
I support you.
Michael Ochre, MC Winston McKinkai. Also, will be a Yabekinkai 1760. Or say, Kaba, you be very selective. Mufacheme, and open here to Kakra. You be very selective in the kind of panel you bring on the program. Remember, anger has a high chance of leading to danger. These things will destroy this country. Ben from Navrongo and on the brain. Ken Hola or say Kaba, Kofi Juma should be brought to order. Sans more to Hokekano. Yen viewers, yen pet. Now, tell Mr. Adams if a polling center have more than 1,000 voters, new center is created with new center code, but not new center with the same code. Igwe and all the Ebrahim. And Kaba, please don't allow Kofi Juma to come out and fabricate stories. We need him to be ready to tell the truth. Kaba, please tell him to keep on Kofi Adams, because the sky is the limit. It's 8:27. Yajin Krato Abasisi Anafi, Yadi Offer to Sumi, and joined our NDC for the Command Supreme Court. No, will be doing wasem. Now, vetting in Hong Kong, Yadi Anubi, Nafi, yet me, and the Jumedian Astros. Yabasisia. Multi TV or text messages 1760. And I didn't come on a corner. Send a bear, you bet me the Antrack and commodity and bet me the Abreu. Kofi Adams, a spokesperson, the former President Jerry Rawlings, and a parliamentary aspirant at the NDC or Badwam constituency or Hakofi. Twice on a few Kofi Juma, former Asqua MPP parliamentarian, or say a herbalist, we in the Abuama Apumudi Timia Konkai. So I feel we're joining about 33 minutes past 8 o'clock. Yeah, they offer the kind of connery, in about 15 minutes at Beconnery. Now, NDC joined that. And I feel, vetting, Bebasu Yami Adoma Tezi, and they chassis. Kofi Adams, so I mentioned same few so. Join the MC Jebo, a Janyaba, Yami Adoma, and Enkusi said, no, see, I'm a body, not in Yeboka Kusi. Wo deɛ na wo hwɛ animu sɛ ebitimi asi na yefa vetting no so enka ho ne yefa nwie.
Yeah, me expect that in the spirit of fairness, in the spirit of allowing for the due process, the justices of the Supreme Court, Bema Kwayama NDC as a party, so we are joining this tussle, because on one score, Ubeti MP before what's Akufo-Addo Jake and Einimu no Muko court, because that is why the CI 74 says. Nanso omo ye niyama outside of the court are my indication that the whole party system is behind what they are doing. Omo ankade because Ankrofo no Muko court in parliament, minority side in parliament, one person ye juma or there way. So it tells you the interest of a party in a case. It tells you that according to them, a seminar nipe ba saying the court no is not only for their interest, even though majority of one hour feel there look let heads prevail no during the yentija fanatics no mo pede o mo fa sa line.
Where did you watch ya tumpa?
Where the other this na nia minia Kofi it describes
who tifine come me frame Kofi crazy.
Yeah, we free Kofi for him because I no pay ama listen comfort you there free Kofi cry now I want to hide. And I would expect the justices of the Supreme Court to allow this joinder. And then I make assembly that you can file candidates now. One hour file as independent, you know. You can one hour file with parties. Your ballot party for no different, and some you have a ballot independent for no saka. Now, Omar arranging one in that order in addition. So it tells you the interest of the party. And he may expect anything less. Join that there historically interest people who are interested party no more joining. Ora Jacob Chevilamte. Abra ne Bangalore nsema koso Supreme Court. Omode Lands Commission the court no. He filed to join.
Yes.
Because no you're interested party. You feel they say assembly no call in a certain way it may affect him. The man so na party NDC no so feel there. Say electoral commission and now even President Mahama Untuma put a certain defense from a certain angle, it could affect the party in a way. And the ones who are interested party, they want to join and produce one evidence that nothing like that won't do. And I believe that court BTA, the arguments of the land council for the NDC and allow the joinder so that you go to yes, we have filed a statement of response to MPP for one claim. Now, Assembly and Kasa Ashasi. On the issue of nominations,
boycott Ghana.
Boycott today.
Vetting no.
No. So more boycott parliamentary elections rather. Ghana went on. We established democracy. We moved on. Their constituents in a way suffered. But that is what they want to do. Adibia or Moyebiano, they factor self more than the general good of the country and the people out there will represent. And then they are very dangerous about them. On factor the concerns and needs of the people. Once it's not be senka watching the concerns of the people la nka obebi so ho de obanu den na owura rekubrobe o kan sema o kan obanu den na sa communication director of MPP what time o kan sema na o kan obanu den na lawyer Ndebugri ono so kan sema o kan obanu den na penyin a owo Ashanti region of friend and one of the Apiaminka always concerns are no worries. Meanwhile, MPP Nefapem were Ashanti region. And these are the people who are also complaining that you are destroying the party. Per the action now, you had MPP a chunk votes are wonyano. Ashanti region contributes almost about 45% of it. So say Omu raises such serious concerns now. It tells you that you are not carrying the people along. And it's a wow members expresses our concern. Now you should listen to members no concern. Say that papa, all of them behind you and pushing you that no kosuna na and then okay say about yentijai. It's about sober reflection, proper review, proper rebuilding. Then you can recapture. And yentijai. Yentijaya, Unsan Kada. Now, Ghanaians are watching. If they decide to boycott, Ghana will go on. Omoya Omajunde Omunko inauguration, Yanya inauguration now. A mind penny be Amuba, no, Oman congratulate President. President is going on, he's signing documents, he's doing appointments. The country is going on. Omanko. SYNK appointments,
quickly.
So far, very good, excellent. Vetting process, because Naniana Enyem about some of the comments are made from sometimes party members and others are Kasa, especially against either nominees or non-nominees. Look, over the reactions that some people have put up today in Tamale against certain incidents and all feel there, you cannot blame their MPs. That is how passionate the people attached to people they feel that have done and contributed in one way or the other. We expect there. Wobeba abenum. But then kofeba betina platform do. No more label adeno on a particular individual. No move body as if they nipa no organize here. For example, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, I've known him for so well a time. He doesn't engage in that type of politics. Who expect BBR? Then you go and organize people. He was my boss. We worked together as national youth leadership. Even before then, when we were in Legon, Minuk's president, I've known him so well. He's somebody who will not engage in that. Nano, Nra, Memeti Haya, Mayor for us to finish the vetting process. No more religious statement, crowd or Tamale. They were planning to organize demonstration, crowd and Minya who hint in terms that this, I was able to stop. But the statement, we are one group, no more religious statement, and spoke to it when I'm not even aware. That is how passionate they are about people or support to her. That's the way they go about. So, Nkofonye moderate in their comments when they don't know about it. Our Mutina TV and radio, so we'll run down young people like that, based on what is going on. It's not the best of it.
That's it.
I wish the nominees well. I wish that Omubeko through the vetting process, with or without the minority side, vetting because it's a committee, and your minority no more vetting, and our majority no more vetting, or a committee of parliament. If once they form quorum, they go ahead and do their.
Kofi, miyanko, I come to menumpe, miyanko.
I mean, court assembly. It doesn't make any difference to me.
Okay, so I'm a can one found.
Because in some way, I'm going to have a court. I'm going to me, I can't lawyer, President Mahama. Maybe if you say, don't person we are mischief, I don't person cause. But mischief, no, because it's a 4,000.
That's why we challenge in 4,000 something. Who challenge 4,700 plus? You want us to go and take witness from where you are not challenging?
Over 5 million, remember? Not continuing decided.
A part of the game of Mutu.
So just say, almost chief, but I know there.
You are challenging 4,700 plus.
A driver John at Trema.
No, come back, catch him.
O say I can be aware.
Omuna challenging 4,700 plus. So you are challenging 4,700 plus. We should bring witnesses the same number.
Minority.
Yes, that's now a gentleman. They say we show the true.
No. I'm only correcting.
Minority.
Of correcting.
In 3 minutes.
MPP 4. Yen kase yen recognize President Mahama so or a president. Yen recognize him so the president. Constitution states so. And I hear the constitution so na a year juma. And one say. Ye want someone I was say ye can. And ye choose to say this is how we are going to make our case. A be or one, maybe why be who is what I mean so. And not just say you don't exist. The ye decide say quite a so ye best size your protest. And you may be why
pick and choose.
Yes.
Illogic.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Nonsensical.
Yeah, because blanket will be
nonsensical.
So just here. And you know, more tears, and then I'm over to quiet express how we protest. This is how we want to protest. More than come on, we are not like that. It's even near to once. The other part I far appointment made me wear mystery because an admission by President Mahama on check. Because the opposition they say the car say and Crawford as the number for as ministerial appointment resume for the last 3 months. I don't know it do I watch that down now will be also for the resume so and that is what he's doing. Can you say then appointment over avoka over back then. No, these are institutions within their party. But no one says, Minia.
Who says they don't have a role to play in the
government? Minia, Omonkoye will form my
major projects.
Form my Okoye form my
specialized projects. Specialized
from minister, senior minister, minister for education anyway. And I'm going for my amount. This is what the president says. But the say,
Ghana for Ghana 40.
Constitution. Yeah, sometimes I make you one sentino. More lawyers, more lawyers. NDC for more lawyers.
You want to destabilize.
The
destabilize.
What Chatuni when you say court, you quite postpone. Apart from say postpone, by when he postponement in Monte Chatuni. So just say, who your lawyers on the kind constitution? No, what you say? No, the idea, Juma. Let me say, yeah, say, I could follow Mr. Wa, my NDC for no lawyers. Because
the president versus Chachuchika. The president versus Chachuchika.
Last text message about say Kaba, you could feed Macria or Becca says you don't get Yabusi and be a Juma Electoral Commission.
Oh, I am you denied it. Yeah, funny serious. He denied it, but it's true. He denied it, but it's true.
And then this one is from Nanensia or say Kaba. If they talk of citizen, it's Nanado who is a true citizen. No Maya, the son say, no more can be a Uncle May, Yadani Abutu. Richard Seneke or say Kofi Jumadi, Onyabotre, here the beep in the Bekos Rocket. Kaba, please ask Kofi Adams if he still considers himself as an MMB and this man. And Kofi, Sarkozy, back and forth, in less than a minute.
It can be.
What converting? For Badwam constituency. Results are
releasing results.
Now, what is the education or no be disqualified?
You see, qualifying or disqualifying is not in the minds of one person or your or your constitution. And I know I'm a member. I was here suspended. I challenged the suspension. The suspension expired on the 22nd of June 2012. They extended it by another 1 month on the 20th of July 2012. I have since not been on any suspension.
Has the suspension been renewed?
That's what I'm saying. It was renewed for 30 days. It was renewed for 30 days, and the renewal ended on the 20th of July 2012. It has since not been renewed, and the letter written to me states clearly when your suspension ends.
You communicate to you left your suspension.
Right, you have to communicate to me when the letter suspending me states when it will end.
Yo, first here. Kofi Adams say spokesperson and ma my penda da kufo. Hey, come so my penda da kufo. My penda da Jerry John Rollins.
Yeah, no more information about Yentija Ifono.
Oh, person of Badwam constituency. Era Fiora Kofi Juma herbalist. Say was a drew papa no de back no de so diabetes in home crone ba ai edro no that krome akoji bi nam de aba be kirem me ko no ma ba kwa kwanchi boss yakon efri antrack air wa ba be dru fi ha e be di nkomo akra ye be tu kwan ne be fa wiem hyan yetimi hu ba bia ye be fa na afi yetimi de abo ye ba sisia